Welcome to another episode. Um, First and foremost, hit the like button. Appreciate y'all by. Appreciate you guys taking in the sports takes, and let's go ahead and get to the topic. So, as we know, LSU took the L to Iowa last night in I would say, a pretty interesting basketball game. Now, I had people like myself. Now, I'd be sitting here lying to you to say I watch a lot of women's basketball because I don't. I watch highlights and I watch, like little game clips, and that's pretty much the extent of me looking at women's basketball, if I'm being honest. But, since it was a huge game, I did watch the entire game. I watched half of UConn and USC. And shout out to Juju Watkins, by the way, man. Juju's going to be a menace coming for girls basketball, so y'all keep your head on swivel for her. But, I've taken some time to digest everything. I've called some people who know basketball a little more than me, i.e. some of my coaching friends, to make sure, I'm not off base. And I always approach it with no bias. I'll call them and ask, like, okay, what do you think of what happened? Why did LSU lose that game? Why did Iowa win that game? And the consensus is pretty clear. And so I'm going to go into, what I took away from why Iowa made easy work of LSU. So Iowa came out in a zone, which they do, from my understanding, about half the game, all year long. And I would say that's a pretty effective strategy given. If you look, Iowa does not have a lot of athletes. They, I would say that front lineup looks like about 6 foot, 6'1", if that. So it's not a lot of length. The bigs, not very big, not very lengthy. Let me put it that way. So they came out in the zone, and Angel Reese was eating them alive early on. Very active around the glass. Well, actually, let me back up for a second. Iowa came out shooting red hot. Well, Caitlin Clark, for that matter, came out shooting red hot. They got an early lead, and then LSU just started to chip away at their zone slowly but surely, getting good little inside attempts, getting good inside looks, and Angel Reese hit the glass very hard. Y'all hit the like button. And so that made Iowa to have to make a line change because their big number 45, and pardon me, I don't remember her name. She has like a weird European name. She got into slight foul trouble, so she had to go to her backup big, number 44. Now, spoiler alert, she was the catalyst that won that basketball game, but we'll get to that in a second. So, change. The first thing I said, wow, they figured that problem out. Because Angel Reese, before she twisted her ankle or whatever she had going on with ankle, was just, again, controlling the boards, getting inside position very easily, handily, right? And getting to the free throw line. Her stat line, I want to say in the first quarter was like 12 and 5, something to that effect. Then she finished with 17 and 20. And there's going to be a reason why she only roughly scored about 5 more points the rest of the game. That coach, man, why you drop on picks? Yes. So, yeah, we'll get to that. So, once Iowa got out of that zone, that trapping zone that they were in, they started playing man-to-man. Now, the difference was number 44, now she's a lot more girthy. She's a lot more bulky than number 45, the starting center. She started to push Angel Reese out of position. And that started to frustrate the hell out of her. And then when she tweaked her ankle, that didn't help anything either. Right? So once that started happening, that freaked the lane up for basically LSU to go on these one shot and a deflection or two, but no secondary rebounding opportunity for a scoring opportunity. Because 8 of Angel Reese's rebounds were offensive rebounds, which are the hardest ones to get, and because those extend plays as well. So once they took that out the equation, LSU was cooked. Rap God says Reese got to a rough start in the beginning. I think Reese came out good, actually. Reese started the first quarter well. Once that coach made that change, the game was over. Because if you watch Angel Reese, she has no post moves. And again, I'm talking to minds smarter than me who still actively coach at the Division I level. She cannot. She's a role player next level, if you ask me. And I was at the bar watching the game, guys, and I was just literally saying, all she has is dribble, finish over the left shoulder. Dribble, finish over left shoulder. She does not have a real post game. And here's what's funny. She's left-handed. I saw her shoot left-handed free throws. I'm like, what? How are you left-handed, but you can't use your left hand to post? Make it make sense. So I do think the ankle bothered. Well, now I'm not gonna say the ankle injury did not bother her, but her effort was terrible. Her skills are just lacking, man. She needs to get in that gym. There's something else too. The Angel Reese started walking up the court, and if you remember, like in the third quarter, I would just start getting rim run after rim run after rim run. Because what started happening was she was getting frustrated on the offensive end because she was trying to post deep. 44 putting that good old shoulder in her and playing her to her right. Whereas the other big was playing her neutral, and Angel Reese just kept getting position and just turning their left shoulder on her and scoring on her. So once the second big came in and started pushing her out, started boxing her out properly because she's just a bigger girl, it started frustrating Angel. Angel started walking down court, started letting these plays happen, giving minimal effort. And I got to say this too. I don't know what the hell Kim Mulkey was thinking. Kim Mulkey let Lilith guard, whatever her name is, she let her guard Caitlin Clark way too much individually. And they was coming off the pick and rolls, and I'm surprised they never really attacked the pick and roll. So every time off the pick and roll, it was a soft hedge and you know, barely fighting over it. And Caitlin's just stepping back and just taking those threes. Now, for most people, you know, those are difficult shots, but for her, that's damn near layup. Because I watched Caitlin Clark, which I wasn't crazy impressed with, I got to be honest. Her threes are damn near more accurate than her layups. Every time she goes to a layup, it's weak. Weak. She hit the like button. I see we 6 deep. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. None of them have post moves. Never have. Yeah, Reese might be a role player. Yes, absolutely. They don't get back. Yep. You can't guard three-point demon like that. Can't believe it. Yeah. So those kind of things cost them that basketball game. And also, I got to say this as well. Kim Mulkey, man, just a masterclass of getting out coached. Goodness gracious. She goes and starts pressing in the last minute and a half of the ball game. Why the heck weren't you pressing the entire, I would say, fourth quarter? Like, you're down. The momentum is lost. You don't have the ability to control the game anymore. Like, you need to get the ball out of Caitlin Clark's hand and make her teammates, because I got to say, her teammates were missing wide open threes. So make them beat you. You got the athletes for LSU. You have the athletes. And she just played this soft man and didn't attack the pick and roll. I'm like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? So I don't know, man. So coop all those things together. And listen, Caitlin Clark shot 9 for 20 from 3, finished with 41 points. If you want them box score whores, you know, you're like, oh, she had an amazing game. But if you watch the game, she did have some great, amazing three-point attempts, and she shot a lot of bad ones too. But to the point of the video, what I opened up with, the game got changed when the coach put in the backup big, and she completely took Angel Reese out of the game. If you need to go watch the game with coach's eyes, go watch that game again. When you took Angel Reese out the game, so went the LSU Tigers. So put that white girl in the whole game. Girl on her the whole game. Yeah, Lillard's getting cooked, man. She was getting cooked. Shot Sub-Zero, good to see you, bro. So she was getting cooked. And it's not because she wasn't playing good defense. It's just she wasn't playing appropriate defense for Caitlin Clark. You can't give her those threes that are like 3 to 6 feet behind the three-point line. She'll take it. She's gonna take those shots. Yeah, I did watch. I watched a half of Juju versus UConn. That's the only person worth looking at on USC's team, in my opinion. But yeah, Juju got a real Kobe-esque, Jason Tatum-esque game, and she's smooth, man. So women's basketball is gonna be in good hands with her the next like 2 to 3 years. That's for sure. So yeah, so that's all I got on this one, man. Like LSU, Angel Reese got to get in that lab. She has to get in that lab. And I'm not trying to hear the ankle injury stuff. No, effort is something that you choose to do. And I'm surprised that Kim Mulkey played her so much, because for whatever reason, Angel Reese had checked out. She tapped out that game in about the second quarter. She tapped out. Go back and watch that game and tell me I'm lying. So that's all I got. I'm going to keep this nice and tight, not too lengthy, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.